This conference will now be recorded.
I think we have completed your skewness. Today we need to start a new topic called as kurtosis. Today we are going to start a new topic called as kurtosis.
Hey, Yogesh, just
Yeah.
one question. See, there are many topics done so far. So, are
Mm-hmm.
they useful in the real-time scenarios? All
That
this,
is the
I mean,
reason that is the reason I'm explaining you all the small things. Nobody will explain you these things. Everyone will start with directly machine learning, data mining algorithms. If you don't know what is X bar, I'm damn sure that you will never be able to solve real-time problems. If you don't know what is mu, suddenly if somebody
mhm,
writes, hey, what is this? If I did not explain you what is the symbol, will you be able to understand that
correct.
it is population mean?
No, no, it's very tough to
Not all
understand.
the see, not all the cases they'll be talking with respect to only one mu or only X bar. See, in different cases, they might give like this. You should understand all these basics. Yes, Ratnesh. Oh, okay, fine, Ratnesh. I'll take care. I'll send you once again. Okay.
So
Uh,
the thumb rule is that mu is population and x bar is sample.
that's it. That's it. As I told you, right, your population parameters are always denoted by Greek notations. Remember this. Sample parameters are always denoted by x bar, s square, s. Here it is mu, sigma, square,
So this is
sigma.
okay. This
That's
is
it.
all Greek and this
Yes,
alphabets.
that's it. Ratnesh, the problem is once we complete the session, it takes 4 to 5 hours to record. That is the reason it takes time, Ratnesh. Else I would have sent it. From tomorrow onwards I'll try to send it maximum, but it is not in my end, so that's the reason. It will show recording, so that's the reason. Okay, so let us start with today's session, that is called as your kurtosis. This is called as your fourth moment business decisions. Fourth moment business and decision. First moment, second moment, third moment, everything is you have understood clearly. Now coming to fourth moment business decision, this is called as kurtosis. So your curve looks like this. This is called as your normal distribution curve. This is called as your normal bell-shaped curve. So I can call it as normal distribution curve. We'll see what is normal distribution curve in the coming sessions as well. So as of now, just remember that it is your bell-shaped normal distribution curve. If your curve is like this, suppose if your curve becomes like this, for example, this one, your thin peak, this peak is thinner. This is called as positive kurtosis. Positive kurtosis. If you
Which one? Which one, Yogesh?
this one, this is the curve.
Okay.
This thin, if it is like this, simple way, if your peak is thin like this, it is called as positive kurtosis. If your peak is like this, if your peak is like this is also a curve. This is your wider peak or thicker in nature. So that is the reason it is called as negative kurtosis. Negative kurtosis. So if you see the definition, kurtosis consider the shape of the peaks. If it is thin peak, it is called as positive. If it is like this inside curve, I'm talking about this one. If it is wider curve, then it is called as negative kurtosis. Just remember as of now what is positive kurtosis and negative kurtosis. I'll try to give you some real-time example. What is this? Why it is important? Why it is important? So thinner peak is called as positive kurtosis. Thicker peak or wider peak is called as negative kurtosis. Negative kurtosis. This is your positive kurtosis. So the formula to calculate this is manually. If you want to calculate your kurtosis, it is summation of I is equal to 1 until last point. It will be until last point. until last point in the sense until nth point. Now I'm writing the formula. X minus mu divided by sigma all raised to the power of 4, all raised to the power of 4 minus 3. You should not forget this formula. Forget this formula in the sense while writing, if you forget this minus 3, your answer will go wrong. So fourth moment business decision is raised to the power of 4. Raised to the power of 4. But in real time, nobody will ask you kurtosis and skewness formula. It is for your generic knowledge purpose. Generic knowledge purpose, it is x minus mu divided by sigma all raised to the power of 4 minus 3. All raised to the power of 4 minus 3. This is your kurtosis formula. This is your kurtosis formula. Now, coming to real-time applications of this kurtosis, why we should understand kurtosis better. So let me just add one blank slide so that I'll try to ask you some questions. So you should answer me these questions. Very simple basic questions. This is your positive kurtosis. So let me take an example of retail analytics project. Retail in the sense it is something related to your retail market, whatever it is. So consider that you are all running a retail shop, any provision store on some retail shop, something like your normal big bazaar, smaller supermarket. So here, these are some of the products which are sold at a very less rate. Means very less number of people are buying this type of products. Very less number of people are buying this type of products. Here also it is very less number of people are buying this type of products. Okay. What about this? What about this range? What about this range?
Core products.
Yes, core products like daily commodity products, right? Daily, can you tell me what are commodity products?
Daily useful, essentially
Daily
useful.
Yes, daily useful products.
So-
For example, FMCG products.
Milk
You can tell it
packets.
as daily soaps, vegetables, groceries, fruits, egg, bread, milk, like this. Yes, toothpaste, all this. So daily commodity products have been sold at a greater extent, and these are small products that has been sold at a very, very less extent. Now, this is I'm telling that because of this peak is thinner, I'm telling it as positive kurtosis. Now, with respect to same example, consider that you are running the same business with respect to your in your area, local area. Consider that these are the less number of products. Less number of products. How many of them have Amazon account? Amazon account. Majority of them will have Amazon account. How many of them have purchased at least one product in Amazon in your lifetime?
Almost all.
Please use your chat windows, friends. Please use your chat windows. Bhupendra, please use chat window. Be on mute. Who is this waiting for name? Okay, you might have purchased at least 1 to 2 products every year. One, yes, so many times. Yes. Now, my question is as simple as this one. How many of them have purchased needle? How many of them have purchased needle? Through Amazon. Through Amazon. Now everyone are telling no. Why? Why? The next question is why? Never thought. If you thought, will you buy? Now I gave a thought. Now I gave a thought. Will you buy? That is my question. You purchase offline, but why are you not purchasing online? That is my question. Very rarely used. It is used frequently. Fine. No possible. Then. But the thing is, you concentrate on for 1 rupee needle. For 1 rupee needle, you have to spend 29 or 49 rupees as your
Delivery charges.
delivery charges. That is the reason you are not going to concentrate on these type of products. Okay. Now, if it is costlier product, will you buy? If it is costlier product, will you buy? Oh, yes. If it is costliest product, will you buy? Obviously, you'll buy, right? Now consider that helicopter is being sold. Helicopter is being sold online. I'll show you. Can we purchase helicopters online? Yes or no? No, we can purchase online. I'll show you where you can purchase helicopters online. So you can purchase online. So will you be able to? Yeah, will you be able to purchase this? If helicopter is available, will you purchase this online? My question. You will never purchase, because if you had so much of money, you could have gone to company and you could have taken some test ride and quality issues, everything. Then you could have purchased your helicopter. So in your retail market or retail analytics, if you are having these type of products and this type of products also, and these are your daily regular products like your milk, bread, butter, egg, all these things have been sold together. So every year, if you sit for one whole year in your retail shop, you might be making some 10 lakh rupees profit. I'm just giving an example as 10 lakh rupees profit for 1 year. 1 year. Now, these products, as I told you that helicopter, right? So this product, one person will come to your shop and he will try to book one helicopter. You will try to book one helicopter from your shop. Are you going to take the order or not? Yes or no is my question. Only one helicopter. You will tell that I'm going to give you cash now only. I want you to book an helicopter, and whatever the cost it is, he is not doing any bargaining, and you need to deliver him after 3 months or 6 months whenever he require. Whenever he require, you need to take this order and you need to deliver this. Are you going to take the order or not? Because if you sell this one helicopter, you are going to get 20 lakh rupees profit. 20 lakh rupees profit. Think. Yes. Imran says yes. Bharat says yes. Neha says yes. How about others? Rakesh? Yes, you can take. Definitely yes. 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 Okay. So in this case, just by selling only one helicopter, you are making a huge profit of 20 lakh rupees. You are making a huge profit of 20 lakh rupees. Okay. Now, you are getting more margin and you got your more profit as well, and this became your positive for your business. This became positive for your business. Now, this is called as your positive kurtosis, because you took this order, because you are selling this type of orders also. You are selling this kerchief needles also. But if you get one order of helicopter, this becomes positive for your business. Yes or no? Positive for your entire 1 year business. You are going to get it in only one deal. Only one deal, you are making 20 lakh rupees profit. This is called as your positive kurtosis.
Kurtosis.
Now coming to your negative kurtosis. Coming to your negative kurtosis, the curve looks like this. As I told you that your curve is wider in nature, thicker in nature. So in this case, Mega, could you be offline? Oh, sorry, mute, on mute. Okay. Now in this case, consider that you are selling all these products, milk, daily commodity products at a greater extent, and suddenly one day one person comes to your shop and he will book 100 helicopters. He is ready to pay the cash. Will you take this 100 helicopters order? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. No, also you take the order. Bharat says yes. Caller 01, please be on mute. Who is this caller 01? If you are using it for personal purpose, please complete your personal job and then please join to the session. Whatever it is, my question is as simple as this one. One person comes to you and books your 100 helicopter in your shop. Will you go? Are you going to take the order or not? Will you take the order or not? Neha says yes. Bharat says yes. Bhupendra says yes. How about others? How about others? Rakesh, what about you? Will you take the 100 helicopters order? Because one helicopter is giving you 20 lakhs, you will take 20 lakhs into 100. But remember one thing, will you be able to deliver this? Will you have a company, your helicopter manufacturing company will be able to deliver on time? That is my question. See, if you're running a small shop, if you're asking for somebody comes and orders 1000 kgs of rice, it is easy. Somebody comes, you tell that 1000 kgs of sugar, it is easy to deliver, but he is asking 100 helicopters. 100 helicopters is not that easy to deliver this type of products. In this case, you'll not be able to satisfy your customers. So that is the reason you should have such type of customers at a low level itself. Low level itself. In this case, if somebody comes and orders 100 helicopter, this becomes negative kurtosis for your business, because you'll not be able to fulfill at certain point of time. If it is 1 or 2 orders, obviously your peak will be like this, because you say that 1 or 2 person will come and book it. But if hundreds of people come, like however your company is your shop is selling milk, every day somebody comes and books order for helicopter like a milk packet, will you be able to fulfill the customers? Never. So there is no complexity. It is not that easy to fulfill bigger products, this thing. And if you are fulfilling also, that becomes very, very highly satisfaction with respect to the customer satisfaction is not that easy. Customer satisfaction is not that easy. So in that case, it becomes negative kurtosis. Now, coming to the same example with respect to banking industry, I'll give you two examples, try to understand. So how many of them? Most of them will have salary accounts. Majority of them will have salary accounts, and some of them might also have salary account, FD accounts, fixed deposits. In my today's session, how many of them have RD account? RD accounts, recurring deposit. Ping on chats. Ping on chat window. Don't have. Yes or no? That's it. Yes or no? No, 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 no. See, majority of them don't have RD accounts. So what banks can do is, banks can try to push. See, once you open an RD account or FD account, your money will be parked for at least 1 to 2 years minimum, or 6 months minimum, or 3 years minimum. Like this, they will be having some lock-in period. They'll be having some lock-in period. If you want to withdraw, it will be, again, there is some process. So what banks will do is, okay, as we are not having too many customers with respect to recurring deposit, why don't we promote recurring deposit to the customers, so that if you give 7% interest, customers who are parking their money in your salary account or savings account, they might push their funds into recurring deposit for 7% interest per annum. 7% interest per annum. But in this case, for banks need to pay you 7%. But what do they do with respect to this money? This money, bank will give loans, personal loans, home loans, vehicle loans. They will get 12 to 13%. They will get 12 to 13%. This is positive for business. This is positive for business. Very less number of customers, they are concentrating on RD accounts. This is positive for bank. Suppose in the same case, if it is become like this, if all the customers are having a same as usual FD account and salary account, now customers, bank customers are also becoming, intelligent day by day. So they think that instead of parking our money in salary account or FD, normal salary account, why don't we put it into RD account? So if out of 100 customers, if 50 customers are trying to push their funds into from salary account to funds, this year RD account, here in salary account, they can only pay hardly 3.5% per annum as your interest rate. If all the customers, if they are willing to push this fund into your RD account, for all the people, they have to pay 7% interest. For all the people, they might have 7% interest. But with this 7%, they can pay fine. But there will be no much requirement for the personal loans or home loans because the fund is very high. They cannot pay from hand, right? So in that case, it becomes negative kurtosis. Negative kurtosis. Clear with respect to banking? Okay, now simple example, one more example. I'll just finish it in 2 minutes. So simple here, insurance industry sector. Most of them might have taken insurance. Yes, Ratnesh, I'll try to explain you with respect to insurance sector. Please try to understand. Majority of them might have taken your health insurance, that insurance, this insurance, health insurance, money back plan, Jeevan Anand plan, that plan, this plan, everything. Most of them are concentrating on this type of insurance products. This type of insurance products. Now, very less number of people are aware about term insurance. Very less number of people are aware about term insurance. So what is this term insurance is? If people pay 1000 rupees per month, they'll be covered with 1 CR sum assured. If something goes wrong, they are going to get 1 CR, that is called as term insurance. But if they live after certain age of 60 years or 70 years, they will not be getting anything, even their premium also will not be paid. So banks will not promote too much of these type of products. Now, as of now, most of them are having with respect to such type of Jeevan Anand, money back plan, endowment plan, that plan, this plan, children's plan, education plan, that plan, this plan. But now banks are promoting these type of term insurance products. They know that majority of them are not going to clear initially, or they might not claim also, because everyone are safe up to 60 years. In India, we talk at 60 years we can safely live. But the thing is, if in this case it becomes positive kurtosis. In this case, it becomes positive kurtosis. If like this, if it is like this, if you are concentrating on these type of products, even customers are also increasing in your term insurance product. Consider that out of 100 customers, earlier it was only 2 customers who are taking term insurance for 2 crores sum assured. Now consider that out of 100 customers, 60 customers are taking normal endowment plan, endowment back, money back policy, all these things, and remaining 40 customers are becoming intelligent day by day, and they are not going with respect to this endowment or money back policy. They are only purchasing term insurance for just 1,000 rupees per month or 800 rupees per month. They are getting a protection of 1 CR. So for this 40 people, they are just paying 40,000 rupees per month. 40,000 rupees per month. Okay, but they will be covered 40 crores. If suppose one person, something happens for one person in 1 year, whatever they might have covered in 1 month, not even 1 month, from past 100 years, that they have to pay. For one person, it is 1 CR. Consider that these 40 people, everyone goes month on month or year on year. Your bank has to pay from pocket. Your bank has to pay from pocket. So in this case, it becomes negative for your insurance sector. If all the people are taking term insurance, it will become negative. If very less number of people are taking term insurance and remaining of them are taking with respect to money back endowment plan, they will be under profit. They will be under profit. So did you try to understand this one, Ratnesh? Ratnesh, how about others? Do you understand what is the importance of kurtosis in your real time? It is simple. Please concentrate, Ratnesh. I've given 3 examples. Lastly, I'm going to give you one more example. Please try to understand. Okay. See, These are your normal RD account customers in bank. This is your RD account customers in bank. And these are your normal savings account, salary account, zero balance account customers are also there still. So these customers are getting an annual interest rate of 3.5% per annum. So now bank cannot force salary account person to lock in their savings account money for 1 year, 2 years. But if they open an RD account or special FD account, some investment account, they have to lock in for a period of 3 years or 5 years or based on the scheme. So if banks try to promote these type of products like RD, FD or some investment based products, they'll be getting a huge amount for 3 to 5 years lock-in period. So they need to pay 7% interest for this. They need to pay 7.5 or 7% interest, but they are not bothered about this. So they will collect this amount and they will give home loans, personal loans, vehicle loans. They are going to get 13%, 12%. They will keep some remaining and they are going to give you 7% as your interest. This is profitable for them. This is profitable for them. But if all the customers become intelligent, like banking customers, so instead of parking their money in normal savings account, salary account, if they try to deposit, push more money into RD account, push more money into RD, FD and fixed deposits or some other investment schemes, then bank has to pay everyone 7.5%. 7% interest. In this scheme 7%, in this scheme 7.5%. But here the people will become less in your savings account and salary account. Now out of 100 customers, only 20 customers are in savings account and remaining 60 to 80 customers are moving to RD or FD schemes. RD or FD schemes. But the loan requirement for this particular bank is only 40% loan requirement. 40% if they give loan of this 60%, if they give loan and remaining 20% they should put from their end. Your bank people should put from their end and they should pay the interest for the customers. So that is the reason in this case it becomes negative kurtosis for your banking industry. Banking industry. So in order to maintain this, for everyone they will not promote RD account and savings account. Whenever they are in need, then only they will try to promote saying that we are giving 7.5% interest rate if you open within this account. Yes, I'm telling you an example, that's it. I'm giving an example. Yes, so in that case you should understand whenever they do promotion, it means that they are in need of funds. They are in need of funds. If they reduce the interest rate, sometimes they will also reduce from 7.5%. They tell that from next month onwards you'll get 7%. So it means that they are having excess of funds. So if anyone is not interested, they can go for maturity at this point, or they will be getting only 7.5%. Instead of 7.5%, they will get 6.7%. Now is it clear? Now is it clear, Ratnesh? Ratnesh, is it clear? So over time, positive kurtosis will move towards negative. It is not like that. If your business is like this indicates it is positive. If your business is in this way, it is nothing but your negative kurtosis. It is up to you whether you want to make this as negative or not. Being a business owner, you should think that my business should be positive or my business should be negative. It is up to you. So that is the reason you should be careful with respect to business. While doing business, you should have business mind. Business mind. See, you can make any business. You can make any business profitable by your mind. You can make any good business loss if you are over greedy. Yes or no? True or false? It is like that. You should understand the need and then only you should do your business decision. If you are doing wrong business decision, that will impact your business in a lot greater way. I'll show you some of the scenarios where big companies, not small companies, like for example Target. You might have heard about this Target retail company. They have taken a big step, but They have lost around $7 billion, I guess. $7 million or $7 billion they have lost. Volkswagen, you might have heard about Volkswagen cars. So they have taken just one small mistake, they have done it, but that costed them around $18 billion. $18 billion. I'll show you all these case studies when we try to implement and when we go further. So if you're having thin peak, it is called as positive kurtosis. If it is thicker peak, it is called as negative kurtosis. Yes, it is with respect to emission. Volkswagen. So write down this formula. Formula to calculate manually is sigma summation of x minus mu divided by sigma whole raised to the power of 4 minus 3. Does the profit define positive or negative kurtosis, or it depends on the short term or the long term business goal? Everything is dependent on your business. If your peak becomes like this, negative kurtosis means thicker peak, your negative part is also becoming more. That is the reason you are going to become it as negative kurtosis. If you are getting negative value, if you get negative as minus 3.5, it indicates that it is negative kurtosis. If it is plus 3.5, it is called as positive kurtosis. So this is based on your histogram. If you plot your histogram, you're going to get like this. I'll just go to my slide number 28 and show you how it is. See, it is like this. See, it is slightly wider, not thinner. If I plot some particular plots, you'll be able to see your plots like this. You'll be able to see your plots like this. So in this case, it becomes positive. So now what shall we do is, now let us try to implement first moment, second moment, third moment, and fourth moment, and your box plot, and your, sorry, not box plot, we have completed bar plot, and we have completed histogram. We'll try to implement using RStudio. Okay, let me clear all this. So this is your blank window. So let me open some data set. So please concentrate, how am I opening or importing an external data set from your local machine to your RStudio. Please follow this step. Click on import dataset. There is a global environment window. Click on import dataset. Whatever type of file is, whether it is CSV file or Excel file, please based on that you select whichever it is, CSV or Excel. So now what I'll do is I have selected with respect to CSV. See here, import datasets from CSV. I'm selecting CSV file. Browse. Wherever the path, wherever you are having a particular column, you can just get that data. Get that data set. So what I'll do is I'll go to some data sets. Let me just see where is my some sample data sets. Okay, I'll just choose this as one of my data set. Salary data test, something. If you click on that import button, it is loading. See, it is showing age, work class, education number, marital status, everything is there. Everything is there. So click on import button. Click on import button. So see here, age is there, work class is there, education is there, education number is there, marital status is there. So let me just choose one or two columns in order to implement your first moment, second moment. I'll choose only age column. I'll choose only age column. See, what I've done is I've gone to this import data set. I've clicked on from CSV, and after that I've gone to that particular path and I've clicked on import. That's it. Now, if you want to view your data set, you can click on this. You can click on this file name. It is called as data set. This is one way to view your data set, or else what you can do is you can write it in this way. See, you can take any file, Bhupendra. See, I'm just taking randomly whichever file I'm having. That's it. I'm not gone through still the case studies. Whenever I have the case studies, I'll share you all the files. View of this file name you should type salary data underscore test. So file name you should type within this parenthesis salary data underscore test is my file name. If you click on this run button, it will also show you the data set. Either you can click on this button or else you can directly run that view button. See, now one more important thing is, see, if I click on this run button, I'm not running this. I'm not just clicking on this button. If I click on this view button, I'll come to that point. Wait for a while. View of salary data dot underscore test. If I click on this run button, it is displaying. It has automatically, when I click that, this has been going to this particular path. Now, if I click on this, see here, I'm not running this path. I'm not running this particular line of code. I'm clicking on this. If I click on this, again, it is displaying the same thing. Got it? It is not went to the path. It is the function to view your data set. It is a function to view your data set. That's it. Nothing but view function is to view your data set. You can write it as view function is to view your file, to see your file. That's it. How it went to the path? What do you mean by that, Bhupendra? You are asking illogical questions. How it went to the path means what it is.
My question is that CSV file somewhere you kept it in your drive.
Yes.
Okay, this file name is salary and data underscore test.
Yes.
View is a function I understood, inbuilt function for this R.
Yes.
But how it reached where the file it is?
It did not reach to there. It did reach there. Just now I showed you how to import, right?
Okay, after importing you are doing this one.
Yeah, obviously, right? If without importing,
Okay,
how you
okay.
get your file here? How will you get your file? Without importing, you will never get the file here.
Understood.
Okay. Now one more
Okay,
thing.
understood.
Next point. Yes, I've shown, right? It is the file that has been imported to write. It is imported to your
I
R.
understand.
No, not
I
for you.
got
Not for
confused
you.
because
No, for
okay.
Neha. For Neha. I'm telling for Neha. This is how I've imported Neha. From CSV, go to that particular path. I'm selecting one path and I've clicked on that. So you can import Excel file, CSV file, SAS file, text file, everything it will import. Okay. Now, apart from this import method, you can also use one more method. I'll show you that now. So now let me put it as one variable called as X variable. And what is this?
Equal to.
Yes, it is assignment operator, not equal to. Tell it as assignment operator. Don't use it as equal to. Everyone knows equal to is equal to. Why is this equal to? This is your assignment operator. This is your assignment operator. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a function called as read.csv. Read.csv. Read.csv function reads your CSV file from your local system to R. Local system to R, open parenthesis, within double quote. Within double quote, if you are having some Excel sheet in your system, go to that particular path and select that particular file. For example, I'll use this salary data underscore train. The path is here. I'm copying this path. I'm copying this path. Control V. Will it work? Will it work is my question now.
No.
Why?
There are many
You should use the
files which
file
you
name,
want
right?
the R should know. Yes.
Huh? You should use the file name. There's nothing like I should use this file name also, not just capturing your directory address. You should also use file name.
File.
So file name is salary data underscore train dot CSV. Extension is CSV. Now will it work? Now will it work is my question.
It will work now.
Okay, fine. So what is this X? What is this X?
It's a variable.
Yes, it's a variable. It means you are reading a file that is your salary data underscore train from this particular path and storing it in a variable called as X. Storing it in a variable called as X. So if I run this, you'll get an error. You'll get an error because your R does not support single backslash. Your R does not support this. So you should change it to 2/. Yes. See, until and unless I complete my 1 to 2 algorithms, I'll be slower like this. Post that, you will be getting some hands-on on your thing. Later, I'll increase the speed. See here. So now I've included 2 backslashes. So now if I run this, I'm going to get this data salary data underscore train dot CSV into a variable called as X. Into a variable called as X. See here. You're able to see X here. See here. Age, work class, education number, everything has been copied into a variable called as X because we have written it as X assignment operator, the path, and I've given this. This is how you can import it in second way. Either you can, if you love coding, go with this. If you don't love coding, go with this import dataset. Either you can use CSV. See, if you are using CSV, you should only select CSV files. And if you use XLSX files, it will never import. Remember that. If you have joined to a particular company, you should go to that particular company only. You cannot go to other company and sit and work like that. Now,
Yogesh,
yes.
yeah, I have one question. See, when you're importing, so ultimately the file will get it stored in the that wherever the R is installed, right? And the
Yes.
local memory, right?
Yes.
So when we using this assignment variable, so the file is not copied. I mean, anyway, it is copied into that again the variable, but the actual file it will be in the your home direct. I mean the C drive wherever it is.
As usual,
Right?
it will be here only. Yes. Yes.
Okay. What about if you're importing a big file, right?
Importing a big file also. Importing a big file also, you are going to import into XYZ. You are importing 1 GB data from your local system. This will be copied into this XYZ variable. This will be a temporary on your R.
No, that's clear. The first one,
Okay.
I mean, importing the file into the R, right? That
Yes.
will consume your file, right? But when
Yes.
you are assigning, it will be temporary. Whenever you're calling, that it will get stored.
Yes. See, everything, whatever the global, see, here also you use this salary data underscore test, right?
Yeah.
Bala?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
while importing, see, I'll show you one more time. While importing, I'll take some other file now.
No, I
Or-
got it. That importing by everything. My point is right. If you're importing, it will get stored into our R.
Yes,
The
R.
file,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
When you calling that through variable, it is not importing to the R, but it will store as a variable. Whenever you're calling that R, right,
No,
it will
no,
get.
no, Bala. See, this name
Okay.
is considered as your variable in the first case.
Okay. I mean, it will act as the same both.
Yes, both same.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it will be
Okay.
local to your R. It will be local to your. That is the reason I was showing that now.
Yeah.
If
Got
you
it.
click
Yeah.
on this import data set, consider that I'm choosing one file here. I can change the name here itself. See, I import this final 123. Okay. Here it is final 123, right? I'll put it as YZ. Y. Maximum file size you can import is 8 TB in R, provided that your R should support. Your system configuration should support, Ratnesh. 8 TB. See, Bala, I've written Y, right? See, now Y
Yeah.
has been imported here.
Yeah.
Earlier I did
Got
not
it.
change the name, so that is the same name.
Either way, you're just assigning. I mean, storing into the variable, right? Whether.
Storing
Okay.
into the variable. Here the variable name is salary data test. Here it is Y. Here it is X. That's it.
Okay.
I'm showing
Got
both
it.
the ways because some of them will not like to write the coding. So if you don't like the coding, you can use this button.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks.
it. Okay. Now you want to see what type of data it is, what type of file it is. Your X is what type. So in that case, what you can do is you can use a function called as class of X. If you run this class of X, it will show as what type of data set is this X. Yes, Viv is an inbuilt function. Obviously, we have not written this function, right? How come it is an predefined function? It is an inbuilt function, predefined function only. We are not writing it as user defined function. Now coming to this class of X. So it will display what type of your file it is. X is a type of data.frame. What is this data.frame is? If you are importing a tabular format data, that is called as your data.frame in your data science language, or you can call it as R, identifies tabular format data in data.frame. In your SQL Oracle, you tell that table, right? Here you are going to tell it as data.frame if it is in rows and columns format. Rows and columns format. You mean to say directly the path name, file name, Ranjini, right? You mean to say like this. I'll put it like this. I'm going to remove this. Read.csv, salary data, like this, or just a part of your file name. So just you want to import the file name. Just if you want to import the file name, you can use this. But the thing is, it will show as cannot open the connection because it will never identify where is this file located. Where is this file located? How come it will know what is the path? If the particular file is present in the same, not R script, if it is in the same directory, then it might pick. You got it? Got my point? So what I'll do is I'll show for your purpose. It is also a part of your this thing. So get WD. Get WD is a function to identify your present working directory. My present working directory is this one. So my file is not in that path. If you see my file, it is in downloads data sets. Now I can also set my path. Set WD. I can also set my present working directory to my as per my wish. I can set it. Whichever it is, you can see anything written before your assignment operator. You can use anything, Neha. It is not, you can only write only with respect to X or Y. Anything written before this, you can write it as anything. Now,
Because normally for reading data, which way we are going to follow? Are we going to import the file or just the reading the file from the location where it is?
See,
in the
will
real
it matter
time?
anything? See, my question is, Bharat, if you have your food and spoon, or if you have your food in hand, will it matter?
No,
That is my
actually,
question.
what
No.
my thought was, after importing, whether the performance of the R will increase or
No,
will
nothing
it
like
be the
that.
same?
Nothing like that. See, some of them don't like coding part. Every time they don't want to write this read.csv, they don't want to copy all these things. That is the reason they're going to use this. See, that is the beauty of RStudio. That's it. There's no
So
performance
Yogesh,
matter
one
while
question.
importing. Yes.
So get WD, you are setting. I mean, you're going to get the location. I mean, path.
Yes. What is the present working directory?
Can you run it once? That one.
I've run it, right? You can see, right? See users yogesh.timegada documents.
Document. Okay. Now set
Yes.
means you will
I'm
point to this
setting as
path.
per my requirement. I'm setting as per my requirement. See, I'm setting it to my set working directory as my this path. This path. Now, if I once again run as get WD, it has
You will know
changed
the
to
new one.
new one. Clear for everyone? What is get WD, set WD does? Okay. You can do all those things, but provided that you should not change the data, right? Why you want to change the data? You should not do that. That is the reason you are getting your master data, right, from your client. You can do that also. That's not a big deal. That is not your job. That is your R programmer or R developer jobs. If they want to develop something, they'll be doing all those things. But you are doing your data analytics job or data science job. You should not change your master data. Should not change your master data. Now, if I run this, will it work? See, after setting it to your working directory, present working directory, I have just given the salary data underscore train.csv. It has read this. Earlier you are getting as error, cannot open the file salary data underscore train.csv. No such file or directory. Now because we have changed with respect to your present working directory, so that is the reason it is directly going to this users yogesh.timegada downloads datasets. From there it is picking. From there it is picking. Clear? So if a file is in the same location as the working directory, yes, obviously it will read. It will read. So this is not the same case in your real time also, right? Because you will copy somewhere, you will paste it somewhere, you will create one folders for your projects. So that is the reason I showed you this particular path, how to import using the path. Now you came to know that what is this class does. Set WD is only to set your working directory, Imran. Set means it is setting your working directory. Get means getting your working directory. That's it. Okay. Now first moment, second moment, third moment, fourth moment, we'll try to complete. We'll try to complete fast. So it is simple. What is your first moment? It is mean. First moment is mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance is second, range is nothing but your max minus minimum, and your skewness is your third moment. Fourth one is kurtosis. Now I want to see this X file is having a column called as age, work class, but I want only with respect to age. I am going to take this column in order to calculate my mean, median, mode, all those things. Mean, median, mode, all those things. Now mean is a function. Mean is a function. I want to calculate mean for age column. I'm writing it as $age. What is this $age? Can anyone tell me what is this $age? Bhupendra, can you tell me what is this $age?
X is
Yeah.
data set.
Only age column is to be taken.
What is this X?
Only Only age column is to be taken.
Only age column has to be taken. What is this X is my question.
It's a data set.
Yes, it is
So
your data
variable.
set. Not it's a data set name. Yeah, you can say it as variable or whatever it is. Data set name. So in this data set X, you are choosing one variable first column called as age. Only one column you are going to choose. Ratnesh, whatever you see in your global environment window, that is, this one is nothing but your, this file, whatever you have read from your local system, you have stored it in a variable called as X, right? That is what is your X here. Don't tell it as variable for
What
everything.
is dollar?
Variable as dollar. So in your
And
database,
so under salary data train CSV, we are going to
yes,
select a field called or the column called age.
yes, that's it.
So you're saying, right?
Yes, that is what. Because I've renamed this salary data into a new variable called as X, right? That's it. I'm using this X dollar age. See, simple way is, if you're having your table data in your SQL, how you write? Select star from employee dot
Table name. Select someone's
employee
table
name,
name.
right? Table name. Employee is your
Or
table
one
name.
column
This is
if
your
you want.
column.
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Here also,
Yeah.
this dot, this is nothing but your dot. Means this is nothing but it is identifying the file name, that is your data set name, and followed by dollar, in which particular column you want to access. Age is my column. That's it. As simple as that one. Now if I
Okay,
run this,
I understood now. Let me say. I mean, let me speak out on the understanding. So X already you have taken a variable which you have stored the value above, and that's X you are
yes,
passing in the mean function, and you're pointing that age column. Is that correct?
yes, that's it. I'm calculating the age for, mean
Oh,
for this
now
particular
understood.
column.
Okay,
That's it. Mean X
understood.
dollar age will give you age column average.
And if you want
Age,
one more column, so comma or semicolon we can use.
you should tell me. Tell me. Come on. If you use
In
X
our
dollar,
col
come on. I'll use this education number. Will it work? Is my
it's showing
question.
column name, right? It will show
It will show, but will it work? Is my question. See, it will never work.
Semicolon.
So,
semicolon.
yes, it will work.
This should
It
work.
will never work. See, you are writing a function, it will never work with respect to until and unless you complete that entire function, and if you use in your
Okay,
next line only,
function
you'll be able to.
parameter. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Got it?
Okay, got it.
Then only you'll get your education number mean column, that is your education number column average. Education number average column. Clear? How to calculate your mean?
Yeah, clear, please. No. Not clear. Show me once.
See, what is there in this, Bhupendra? If you're not understanding this, what is there in this? Tell me. Is it Bhupendra or Bharat?
Yogesh, I'm playing with it.
It's me on open.
Yes, Bharat. What did you what Bhupendra? What you did not understand here?
It has directly I mean, uh, what do you call that? Average. I mean to say there are many ages are there. So it has
Obvious. See,
calculated all the.
see, if you're having one column, how do you calculate your age?
Understood.
Average.
Understood.
Just
Number
now you
of
told you did
columns
not
divided by.
understand.
See, pi. I can say suppose pi.
Yes, if it is not 5, it is having 15,060 observations here. See here, 30,161 observations we have in X. Means you're having 30,000 records, 15,060 records here.
Okay.
For all those columns, 25, 38, 28, 44, 34, if you scroll down here, you'll be able to see. See here. For this entire column, it has calculated average.
Okay, that's what I was asking. It has calculated directly to all the records, right? I mean,
Yes,
number of columns. Sorry, to
obviously it
rows.
will see. Obviously, it will calculate
This is
like
what I
that only,
understood.
right?
Yeah.
Mean means it is like that only, right? Will you calculate for single record as mean? No, right? Summation.
No.
That is it. That's it. Simple.
If I want to calculate average for 15,000 records, how do I calculate?
It is for 15,000 records only, man.
Yes. X is
For 5,000
30,160.
records, isn't it?
No,
If I want
just
to half,
no, just we are applying the mean for entire
Mean
set
function.
age column. Mean function for the age column means it is
Yes,
10
that's it.
records, it will calculate. If it 1 million also, it will calculate.
It will
If it
calculate.
is
That's it.
no,
yeah, if it is zero also, it will calculate.
no, I want it for up to October. I don't want to calculate it till March. Then what to do? I need to split into two, na?
No,
Obviously,
you
you
have to
need to
specify. Yeah.
see 1 second. If you want to see now, it is only with 1 second. 1 second. I'll explain you. If now it is with respect to 15,000.
Yeah. It's 30,161 observations it is there.
Yes,
For
you
X.
want to calculate only up to 1,000. Okay.
Yeah,
Only
up
up
to
to
1,000.
1,000. So what I'll do is I'll use square parenthesis. I'll give it as
Between
what? See,
0
anything
to
written
15,000.
within anything written with square parenthesis, it will be rows, comma, columns.
Yes.
Rows, comma, columns. So
Yes.
I'm going to write it like this: 0 to or 1 to 1,000, and I'm going to give it like this.
It's like
See,
range.
1 to 1,000. I'm going to give this.
If I want to go for a date wise, how do I go?
Do you have the date in your data set? That is my question.
If I have a date in my data set, till
Obviously,
October
if
I
you have
want
your
to how many people are there till October date of birth? Suppose if I want to take.
yes, you can write a query
How
for
do I
that.
do?
See that
Okay.
is your, you should write the query for that. Query in the sense you should write a separate function for that. Separate function in the sense you should write a coding for that.
That coding part I'm asking you.
See that if you are having that particular code, you can write it. If you're having that particular code, you can write it. Here there is nothing like that. So that's the reason I'm not explaining you that part.
Okay then.
See, in this data we are having only age. If you want to choose up to 1 to 1,000, you can give it as 1 to 1,000, and you can give it as like this. Incorrect number of dimensions because it is rows, comma, columns. It is why it is not taking. Let me just see what is there in your age column. It is having 5,633, but it should take. Okay, sorry. See, if you specify from 1 to 125 records, it will take as up to 125 records it has calculated. If you write it as 1250, it will take for 1250. If you write it for just 250, it will take for 250. It will just take it for 250. If you write it as 1 to 2, just 1 to 2, it will take for 1 and 2. It will just take for 1 and 2. See, 1 and 2 is nothing but it is 39 and 50. 39 plus 50, how much it is? 89 something.
89.
So it is displaying 89 divided by 2 is how much? 44.5. Yes, you can write. You can write from 40th column to, if you want from second column to third column also, you can specify. Here, see, I'll write it as second column to your fifth column or fourth column. Fourth row, sorry. Fourth row, it will take only 2, 3 and 4. It will calculate. If you want only with respect to second column till 400 or like from 200 to 400, it will calculate. Anything written within your square parenthesis is rows, comma, columns. Rows, comma, see, I'll show you all those things. Please have patience. Please don't jump into that. You are going to complete your R programming in one day. Even if you work for 100 years, you'll never complete your R programming. Please have some patience. I'm telling you from the first day. If this is continuing, I have to take my decision whether I want to continue with respect to my batch or not. First thing is you don't know how to use your R. You're jumping with respect to multiple things. First, try to learn what is R. Then how it is simple. Make this thing simple. Then you can explore a lot. There is a lot of time. You're not going to complete within one day. Okay, so this is how you can calculate your mean. Now for this column, I want to calculate median of age column. I need to write x dollar age. See, median is a function to calculate your median. Median is a function to calculate your median. So it will calculate x dollar age, means age column it will take entire age column, whether it is 10 records or whether it is 1 million records or 10,000 records. It will calculate the median for this data set. Median is a function which is going to calculate median on age column. So but now every time you don't want to use this x dollar. So what you can do is you can attach this x file into your program. X file, you can attach it once at a this thing. Instead of using x dollar age, education number, every time you can just write as mean of age. I'll show you that now. So now I'll try to remove this x dollar age. See, object age not found. Object age not found, that has been error has been displaying. Now what I'll do is, now I'll try to write a function called as attach of x. If you run this line of code, what does this attach function does is it will attach your data set x to your data set. That is nothing but this attach has been attaching your x file to your R program. This particular program, it is going to attach it. Now every time you do not have to use x dollar age. If you use just age column, it will work. See, it will work. Every time you should not specify x dollar. Now it is only x, small name. If you're having a big data set called as file name something like salary train underscore test, every time you should write salary train test dollar, salary train test dollar, salary data test dollar. So in order to overcome this, you can attach that file once in your program and you can use just the column names. Is it clear? What does this attach does? At least yes or no?
Is
What is
attach the
this
data
attach
set to the
does?
program.
Yes, that's it.
Somebody?
Yes, you can ask me the question, Megha.
If we attach the x and y together, like attach x
Yeah.
and attach y, and if you have the same column name in both the data set, which data set median will be taken here?
In that case, yes, in that case, you have to specify the file name, Megha. Your question is correct. If you are having, see, now we are having both the columns same, right? Both the columns as same. So in that case, it will become wrong. See, attach is nothing. Ratnesh, attach is nothing. I'm running this line of code. Every time I don't want to use my file dollar, file name dollar. So if I just once attach my x to my program window, next time onwards, I can just run this age column, median of age, mean of age, like this. So you need not have to specify your x dollar, that is your file name dollar. You need not have to specify. So this is what the powerful beauty of your R programming. So please have some patience. See, each and everything I'm going to show you, because if I show you each and everything first day itself, you'll never understand. So that's the reason I'm going with respect to first is only mean. Next is median. Yes, that is the reason I'm going to with respect to session specific, whatever the topics. So yes, you can do multiple file attach. You can do. See, I'll show you one more thing. Now attach Y. I'll attach Y also. Attach Y. You can attach salary data test also, salary data train also. Because in your real time, you'll not be working only on single file. Sometimes you might work on multiple files. Okay. Clear for everyone? See, just to explain you mean, median, attach function, and how to import data set, and how to set your present working directory, current working directory, what it is, it took so long time. So please have some patience. You'll have questions. I can understand that you're more enthusiasm about learning R, but you should give time, right? So that is also more important. Please don't be in a hurry that you are going to complete everything in one day, one night. Nothing. You cannot. Even though if you work until you're 60 years of age, you'll never complete R Studio. I'm telling you now itself. Until you're 100 years also, you'll never complete R Studio. Because R Studio has now, as of now, it has more than 20,000 packages. Each and every packages has more than 20 functions. More than 20 functions. 20,000 into 20 is almost 4 lakh functions. This 4 lakh functions, one function is at least worst case also 20 lines average. Just imagine. So that's the reason you should have patience. Whatever is required for data science, I'm going to teach you with respect to 2 years of the industry experience. That one I'm just telling you, please try to concentrate. Okay, again tomorrow we'll continue at the same time. Tomorrow we'll see skewness, kurtosis, standard deviation, variance, and also I'll try to show you in Python as well. I'll try to show you in Python as well how to calculate, how to import, how to calculate your mean, median, everything. Okay, you can use any Excel, you can use any CSV sheet. You can use any CSV sheet. Please use it. It is not mandatory that you should use my file itself. You can use any Excel sheet or any CSV sheet, and you can just try to practice it. Just use the function called as mean, median, attach, median, like this. So there is nothing complicated like you need to write a function for calculating your mean. Everything is hard coded. You just used to use that function. That's it. Okay, thank you all. Good night.
Yeah, good night, Yogesh. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Good night, sir.
Rakesh? Yeah, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Rakesh, is it clear? Today's doubts?
Yeah, the last part I will go through again, and if
Sure.
any doubt tomorrow, I will.
Sure. You can ping me afternoon, Rakesh, tomorrow afternoon on
Yeah,
WhatsApp.
yeah, sure.
Thanks. And Satish, Bhupendra, if you have any doubts, you can ping me on my WhatsApp tomorrow afternoon. Anyone, if you're having any doubts, you can ping me afternoon.
Okay, Yogesh. Thank you.
Did
Thanks.
you make a group, sir?
Not yet. I'm
Okay,
making
Yogesh.
it. 1 or 2 days it takes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you all. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.